So given the seriousness of this issue, I think it is in fact time for the FTC to investigate these mechanisms to ensure that children are being adequately protected and to educate parents about potential addiction or other negative impacts of these games. Would you commit to undertaking this project and keeping this committee informed about it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. I'm seeing nodding heads.
Yes.
Okay. Wonderful. Thank you.
What's happening, gamers? It's K-Mega405 live from the 405, where I'm just your regular gamer, talking to the intelligent gamers. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Be so kind to hit that invisible like button, that subscribe button, and that bell notification every time that I drop a video. Definitely appreciate it. And let me know what you think about this video in the comment section, no doubt. Now, this is a pretty ironic day for EA, because not only that EA Star Wars Battlefront 2 has dropped some new DLC for free, and it's also double XP for, I guess, for the week maybe, but it's also double XP. So if you do have the game, man, might need to pop it back in and play, get to see the new content, which is for free. But while that is going on, there is, just like as you've seen in the very beginning of this video, that there is some discussions going on in regards to loot crates. Now, if you guys pay attention to me, I'm really huge into politics. So mixing this and gaming together, this is like a dream come true. Whoa. Anyway, no, for real. But this was pretty interesting because they were having a Congressional Oversight Committee hearing today. And one of the senators from New Hampshire, well, let's just say one, but it's a senator from New Hampshire, Maggie Hassan. She brought up the whole fact about the loot crates, and really, in the sense of it, is kind of amazing. But I think it's a twofold with me, because the government getting involved into anything, it could mean fantastic things, or it can mean a total disaster. It's according to what is the angle to it, because there's always an angle when it's regarding to politics. I mean, there could be politicians that has a really good intent on wanting to do the right thing for the citizens of that country, but it also could have some kind of other things that could also benefit that individual or group because of whatever. And it could go both ways on this, and I'll explain this. All right, so overall, there was one of the things that she said in this hearing that sparked my interest, and I had no idea that there was this much money that was involved into it. They did a study that that loot crates by the year 2022 was going to be a $50 billion industry. Now, I'm sure that the New Hampshire senator has a good legitimate reason for going after it. I think she's genuine about wanting to look into this and have the government try to regulate some of these predatory practices. But on the other end, are other people that's going to come in to help regulate, if it gets to that point, are they going to have the same type of interest by thinking about the kids, or is it going to be something about the money aspect of it, by taxing the hell out of it and still keeping these same practices and letting these video game companies even go further? Because once it gets to the Congress and they pass a bill in this country, then that's all she wrote. And with lobbyists and all these other things, they could say things. Now, look, like I said, I'm not trying to I'm not one of these people that say every government official is bad and all that and go with conspiracy theorists and all that crap. But the thing of it to me is that when you get the government involved in something, it's either going to go right or it's going to go wrong. It's really no in between on some of these factors. And it also goes into the point of where there will be proponents that will come out and say, look, it's my money, I can spend it how I want to. But you also have to look at how these video game companies are getting away with murder by constantly just keep on putting these type of gambling loot crates in games to where they could just feed off of people's emotions or get them into a point to where they want to buy these games, or the play to win factor. It just takes away the sense of the competition. Now, I totally agree that children needs to be watched, and also feel that even though people can be compulsive and overspend their own money. There has to be some kind of limitation, of course, to where you don't fully just take away a person's right to want to spend their money. So I'm looking at it from just all different types of perspectives. I mean, it might not even get to the point to where people will do anything, and it will just probably come down to the gamer making the decision, just like they did with Battlefront 2, by not even supporting the game, not going out there and buying it in droves like they were, or even participating in putting any type of money into loot crates. And for the reason for so many people that had this outrage, EA had to make all different types of decisions. And I think that's the best solution overall, is that the gamers speak with their wallets. Now, I'm all for the pay to win loot crates. That needs to be abolished. But I'm also for people make a decision to decide what they want. Like, but as long as it's within reason, like with Halo 5 and how they did their the way that they did their thing. I thought that's the perfect way. If anybody wanted to, that's that person's decision in order to buy what they want to, but it doesn't pay to win. Also, how far will this rabbit hole go if they take away loot crate boxes, which, like I said, I'm not opposed of, but there are certain people out there that don't want DLC. They don't want to pay for microtransactions. They don't like the way that games are being priced, even though that there's games that still at $60, and that's been like that for a long time. Plus the fact that gaming is more expensive, more technology, things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's a crazy situation all the way around. I'm glad that it's being addressed, but like I said, when you get the government involved, you don't really know what's going to come out of it. And hopefully, because of the cause and for the reasoning, let's just hope that it doesn't go any crazier. And then when people start seeing how much money is generated, that they want to turn this into the same old politics that we normally see. So again, I definitely want to hear your thoughts about this. We'll be talking about this Friday. I just wanted to touch on it. I thought this was very interesting. It's very ironic for Battlefront 2, but it is what it is. I mean, something has to be done. It's getting out of control, especially with cell phones, and now it's definitely into into console gaming, PC gaming. So I don't know. It needs to be fixed. So I'd like to hear your thoughts. Everybody have a good one. Until the next video, peace.